go. Okay. The last game we played, I think we played against the Stonewall Dutch, if I remember correctly. I actually ended up making my first opening video because of that as well. Because the plan I played feels fairly easy for white and black can't really stop it, so seems like a good setup. I do want to play with Zen mode. I see we're white. Let's go d4 and let's get into this. Yeah, okay. Let's hold this little man up here. Yeah. You're okay. No problems. Get you into a nice comfortable position. Line of 6, c4. Yeah. Not quite time to drink, but if you look like you're hungry, you might have to walk away from the computer and get you something to drink. We're getting invited to a Nimzo. We are going to play into it and see if our opponent allows us to play. We've been playing the same plan again and again, trying to get more experience, trying to see what our opponents can do against it. Huh? Do you think it's a bad idea? We're going to do it though. We're going to try. We're going into the Saemisch. Yeah? Maybe I should try get that milk over there. Oh, but now we're also in the game, so I need to walk away. I have some milk. Oh, 1 second. I have milk actually. Move. We will just go e3. And let's get our milk over here. Yeah. Otherwise, should I maybe stand up? That's going to be a bit strange, but maybe I should do that. Can I get up? How far can I get up? Maybe about here is good enough. B. Okay. That's slightly different. Yeah, but we can play here, and then the bishop comes over, we play f3. I think we're still okay. It's okay. What's wrong? Huh? What do you say? Huh? Oh, I'm getting hungry. Oh wow, okay, they're playing a bit faster, so f3 here. And we are opening that dark square diagonal, but actually there's no immediate big danger there. We can take the knight with our... no, actually, maybe we shouldn't take the knight even. Jump our knight to e2 and just castle. That would probably be better. Yeah. I'm talking about knight e4 here. We could take... No, because the problem is if we take the knight in that case, they take with their bishop, and if we take, the queen comes up and checks out on h4, and then that's a bad situation. Alright, so just go knight out, and we are playing our standard plan. Alright, you feeling a bit better? I got a bit of milk here for you, you can have a little sippy, a little sippy cup action. Oh, falling asleep again, hang on, I brought the milk, let's see. Hmm? Okay. No one wants milk. Everyone wants to sleep though. There we go. Fill up. Alright. We're just gonna castle. We're not gonna complicate matters. We know the situation, this general position from our prep so far. And now our next move is probably going to be e4 and or knight. Oh, they're gonna castle queenside. I don't think I've ever seen this position with a queenside castle. That's definitely new to me. We can open up some lines there. The d file will open up. Oh no, hang on. We can actually... So if we play e4 and they long castle, we can play d5. Maybe they take. We take with our pawn again. And then we've got this pawn structure looking at their king. I don't think I've ever seen a long castle in this position. This will be new to me. Yeah, so our plan's basically one of these moves. There. You got some. Oh, coming out your mouth, my man. There you go. If we play e4, what can we not do in that case? Take, this pawn is still safe. Oh, but hang on, then take, then we can't jump on knight anymore. Otherwise we just jump on knight first. And then we take, you know what, let's just jump on knight first, we'll take it from there. I've never seen a long castle by black in this position, so that'll be new. And we'll be changing our plan a bit because of that as well, I guess. I wonder if we're supposed to start breaking open, even if we get isolated c-pawns. But yeah, if they castle long in the d file, it's not really something I think we want to open up, so we'll see. We got here, and then we can check here, winning the knight. So if they castle here and we play and they take, we can take back, and the pawn is kind of protected. And we've opened up the diagonal to their king a tiny bit. Nope, they do go ahead with a normal castle. Alright, in that case, actually, we're not going to change our plan much. We're going to go ahead with some other moves here. Now I just have to remember how I want to do this. Because I know if I push here, they can take, I take back, and then this pawn hangs. So I'm not sure. I think in that case, actually, my bishop goes to b2 to help. Alternatively, my queen goes somewhere, or my light square bishop goes. So I can move my light square bishop, but I don't really want to do that. If I play here, I'm basically sacking a pawn. They can take, and I've got no... Well, I can hit the knight, they can protect the knight. That doesn't seem good, so I don't think I can move my e-pawn just yet. So what can I do instead? Because I do want to eventually move that e-pawn, which means I have to either put my queen here, which seems kind of silly, leave it here but move my light square bishop, or move my other... Okay, so maybe I do this, and then I put my bishop here. I think this is my plan. I'm going to bring my rook over, then I'm going to put my bishop on b2, where it's defending the pawn through the other pawn, and from there, I think e4 is mobile. And f4 is hopefully mobile, and we can try and get our standard break into the game. Let's see, if they have a take on d4, we can take back with our c-pawn. That does give them a bit of potential pressure against this pawn here. So it's something to be aware of, but it's not the end of the world. But there might be a move order point here actually, depending on what black does. There might be something we can learn about the right way to approach our plan. Because I don't think the plan itself has changed just now. I think we're still doing the same plan, but H... Okay. That seems rather dangerous. So if I go over now, and you do this, my knight can come back here or here. Oh, well, if my knight comes back here, then it's protecting this pawn and I can push. Because take, I've got... Okay, I'm actually okay with this. I think my knight will just come here, and then I actually have the e4, f4 push that I want again, and also my queen will get onto that diagonal, hopefully, in the future. So, yeah, that's okay. Now that our rook is over, this is pretty okay. And the only thing we have to watch out for is if this diagonal opens up. Now that they've got a pawn so close, we want to make sure we don't fall into any silly tricks and troubles, you know, like they push, we push, and they put a bishop here, which, you know, breaks our plan. But I think this is okay. We've got our rooks on the f-file, which kind of really shows what we're going for here, obviously. But with our knight now back, that pawn is protected, so these guys can go. I'm not afraid of something like this. I would probably start here though, but if they push, I'd be super happy to take and get these guys out here. Okay, now they're looking like they want to come in there. Currently there's no specific threat though. This pawn is also protected. If I do this, I still get my break in, so yeah. Here they take, I take, I'm just dropping a pawn for nothing. I think we're just going to go ahead with our plan. There is a potential for them now to put a rook over and then take this pawn with a knight, so I'm not sure. We might have to consider trying to protect the pawn somehow. If they go over there now, we can push though. We can push past, and if they close it off, we have the break here we want. And if they take, we can take back this way. This is not the file we want to open though. What to do, what to do. If they go there, if we push directly, the knight can jump there and it can jump backwards. If they take, we take back. We're opening up this file. We really want to open up the F file ideally, right? So, yeah, take. And otherwise we just go here. We put the question to that knight immediately. I am a little bit unsure how to progress here. You okay? Oof, 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 oof. You're okay. Hey, Motamurt. I'm a little bit unsure how to progress here, but you know, actually now what we might be able to do is we could actually put our bishop here and then, okay, I was going to say we can put our bishop up and hit the queen. But they're actually opening up the situation. Our knight coming out doesn't seem that important. Take, take, they come there. I mean, I can do this, but if they push, I don't know. I think I have to actually kind of let go of the it. If I push now and they take and I take back, that's no good. I think I continue this way. And then I can push here, and if they push through, I close off. And if they take, I'm taking with my rook. And yeah, the plan is on. I think this is what we continue with. Especially now that they stopped attacking the pawn in the middle twice. This pawn is now no longer a problem. If the knight jumps back, it's too late. We come in. We could also put our queen here, helping the pawn along if we want to just directly go with this one. But I'm kind of hoping I can get my queen in on the diagonal where it starts, instead of having to play around and around, you know. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, okay, so they're trying to close things up. So if we take, they have to take with the pawn. Yeah, that's not the diagonal we want to open up though. Maybe things are going a bit wrong for us here. If we push and they take, then we can take this way. If we don't take, how can we improve our situation? Attack that pawn. If it comes forward all the way, continue pushing. If they take, we take with the knight, and we're kind of back in it. Yeah, we can even just push directly, and if they take, we take with the knight. Actually, this might be our move here. They take here is, I guess, the problem. If we push and they take, if we push and they close off, I think actually we're kind of okay. We can take once, they probably take with the bishop, I guess. I'm actually not sure. I'd love to let the pawn drop. Actually, I wonder. Otherwise we take once with the pawn and then we go here. And again, if you take this way... Now, they actually don't know what... I don't really know what my plan is here. I'm giving your light square bishop a path in. It seems incorrect. I actually need to move my knight. What if we start off with this? Now, but again, this is the problem. What if we start off with this? They can take and they can put something there. Oh, I think we found an opponent which is playing what feels like the correct plan versus us. And we are not playing the correct plan. What if I just let them have it? Can I do something with that time instead? Take, take. Oh, you know what? Take, take, and here. And then you've just got a backwards pawn. You can't really break the situation. I've got control of that still. And we can slowly increase. Yeah, okay, no, so I'm going to take here. And then I'm going to push here. After you take like this. And all these squares are currently still covered. So your queen doesn't have any way in. And I can even get a little hit on you maybe. Yeah, you can't take like this because you give me an exchange. Your queen can't come here. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be a silly pawn structure. But they have the backwards pawn. They have no... Actually, this knight is trapped. I can't attack it, but it actually has no squares while that bishop is sitting there. Actually, if we do this, it's quite likely they're going to come in and hit this pawn. What if I let them? Now I just attack the pawn twice. If they push a bishop there, take, then it's a queen takes kind of situation. I kind of think I have to push. And if they come at that pawn, what if I give it to you? You take with the knight. That doesn't really matter. I can take here. There's no square here that scares me. You take with the bishop. I still take. You can take my knight, but I take back with my rook, attacking your queen. Taking the file. Yeah, I'm kind of okay dropping the pawn if it gives me time to maneuver kind of an attack situation. I also have this. So here you attack that, and then I just take the file from your queen directly. And I can put a rook right there. And I can move my queen over maybe here, because your queen is going to get in trouble trying to... Yes, I can go here or I can go here. I can defend it. I undefend my knight for a little bit, but I don't think it matters as such. I'm hitting that. I'm probably only doing it for a little bit while your minor pieces are sitting around. You know, just drop a knight. Rook probably comes over. Maybe I lift the rook now. What if I lift the rook first? I will go here. You take. I open up on your queen. Oh, the other thing though is if you take, my e-pawn gets weak. That's troublesome, isn't it? I go here and you take. I take there. Your queen has to run somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of attacks, but maybe, you know what? I'm actually just gonna... Everything's defended. I'm actually just gonna stop you from getting my pawn. You've got two minor pieces kind of stuck on this side of the board now. My light square bishop's still active. My queen can come back quickly, can also infiltrate. This doesn't work. This knight can't go anywhere. I've got covered and covered, covered, especially the front two. So I think from here we're gonna lift the rook maybe. Yeah, this doesn't, because this isn't defended, right? So lift the rook over here. So that doesn't really matter because your queen won't take against the bishop, right? So if I go up and you take, I hit your queen first. And oh no, I don't even have to. Up, you take in some way. I take, you take, I take. Ah, it's not defending the middle. So here, I have to do this first, I guess. I wonder. What's best? I do think I have to do this. Here, you take... I hit you once. Where can your queen go? There? Don't think that really matters. Then I take. You take back, I take. Yeah, I'm gonna win a minor piece for a pawn in that situation, so I think it's okay. Because my bishop and my queen will always defend backwards, and I can insert this so that it's not your queen coming in, but it's your rook, so I can defend on the e3 square instead. Actually, like, if your queen goes off of the square now, and we trade, you bring your other rook in. Oh, hang on, the knight's hanging. Because I could do this. Other knight defends the bishop as well. Yeah, so if the queen moves off, I take the knight. If the queen doesn't move off, I might force it to move off. And then after I take, like, this pawn might be weak depending on where they are. Yo, ne? Yeah, at the right moment, I'm going to have to either bring back my queen or I'm going to have to try grab that knight. We'll see. It's a pity I can't force this knight to move because then this bishop's hanging. I can do this, I guess, but it's too slow. Here. I don't know. I think I want to focus my attack on the center and the king side. Niranjan, remove Zen mode. It's not about score, it's about improving. Hey, Niranjan, I will quickly remove it if you want to see the information, but I really like Zen mode, so I'm gonna go back to it. I'm about 2,000 and a half, my opponent's 1923 this time, but Zen mode goes back on, because I enjoy it. Hey, Fox, thanks for coming past, I really appreciate it. Nice to see your name in the chat again. Mota, I had a really fun conversation last night, man. That was really cool. Good to be able to relate a bit on that kind of stuff. Okay, I think our opponent is trying to figure out if there's some kind of like trick here, but I don't think it works. I do see they can come in here and try get this, but actually that might. Ooh, man, I wonder. That hangs that pawn for one, right? And also my queen would be able to hit that square. So depending on where your queen goes, oh, I could hit that square and then I can take my bishop onto e6. Oh my goodness, I think this would be dangerous there. And I'm just like, hello, thank you very much. Your king has to move, and then I'm probably going to bring my queen back and try and get in here. Oh no, they actually did it, no way. Alright, maybe they're looking at this, getting the, but that doesn't work. So, okay, hang on, let's see, should I do this first? The queen can go here, here. I think all of that is okay. Because I mean, I can trade off once, but then that's it. So I think I have to just take this pawn because that block there will be amazing, and also it stops him from trying to trade off queens on the d7 square. So I think this is just great for us. They jump in, but it's not jumping into any square I have to care about. And once I block up the file, you know, that's just great for us. I can actually then push my pawn. My bishop gets kind of stranded out there, but I also open up my dark square bishop, so I don't know if there's much here. I do hang this. So if I go here and they take with their bishop, yeah, they have to take with their bishop, right? But then I can check once. And then I can defend the... Oh, but I'm also... Oh, man, yeah, so here and then here... Oh, because it's so juicy to grab that. Maybe I have to do this first. Because after the queen moves there... If your queen moves here... Don't really think I want to trade, to be honest. Although I guess I'm just... I don't know. Take, you take with your knight. Take, you take with your rook. Take, you take here. I mean, oh, hitting your knight though, you have to move again once first. My knight's also hanging though. Take, take. Ah, that's actually looking pretty flippin' equal. Maybe this is the way to go? Because this square is covered by my... Oh, man. I was so sure this was great, but I dropped this pawn in a situation I don't really want to. What if I just keep on improving? I just do this, hit your queen. I'm guessing your queen goes here. If you come to trade... Okay, you don't come to trade. So now actually I can take here because this threatens your queen in a very scary situation. So I go here, you take... Well, I can actually take once first. What do you take back with? Maybe I do this instead. Knight out. Take, take. I don't like knight out at all. I think I have to take this pawn. Do I trade first? If I take with my bishop... Oh, then my bishop gets in the game. That's probably good actually not to. Not to. So just take the pawn, threatening to pin your queen. Take the pawn, you take with a knight. Take, and then here. Oh, not just here directly, sorry. So here and then here. And if you take with the rook, I'll take back with the rook. I think I'm going for it. If you take now, I can take once first as well. I kind of have to, don't I? Yeah, I have to take once first. So you take, I have to take. And then somewhere you can take here, but I have this move. So after I take your rook back, you have to get your queen and your king kind of off of this diagonal. Take back with the bishop doesn't change it actually. Well, I guess it just changed it in the fact that after this, maybe I have to take with the pawn. Hit the queen. Because if I take this way, you take here, the knight's under, oh no, the knight's defended like this. Then you can take my pawn there, cry about it. That's a very complicated situation. Yeah, they do take. Alright, and I have to take back first. But now I do have my threat of this. And it also covers the file, and it also checks the king if I just need to, you know, take some time off. So any kind of knight jump and stuff doesn't matter. Taking my pawn in any way doesn't matter. You have to move a rook to take this, move your bishop back to take it. Your knight can't get there. Your knight's kind of stuck. Move your queen. Move your queen over or over or somewhere. But I can check. And then I think I could try and make some other plan. This knight is kind of doing nothing. I have to push this pawn. So maybe check, and this isn't the worst to get my knight in there. Queen comes here, and I can lift a rook. And my queen's actually not even fighting. What is going on? Oh, you're having a good sleep, my boy. Yes, you are. You're having a great sleep. Happy nappies. Alright, let's see what our opponent finds. Taking the pawn is out of the question. They got to move the king, move the queen, or cover the e6 square in some way. Covering it with the light square bishop. think I would trade off, to be honest. Take, they have to take with the rook. And then I can push this pawn. And if I have to, I can defend it with my queen. But, oh man, I don't know. Light square bishop back might spoil my fun a bit. Otherwise, I just come back here. But I do have to push this pawn at some point, because I need to get my knight in the game. Maybe light square bishop back isn't the worst. Frustrating, but okay. And this doesn't help. They just take. I can sack the pawn, but it doesn't help me. The knight can't jump anywhere useful. Oh no, I don't sack the pawn because the rook's heading it in, protecting it. Rook over. Okay, wow. So they're actually saying they're going to sacrifice the exchange because of this. So I go over, they take, I take. They take with the queen. And then I can hit the queen. And if you take here, I don't check there because I lose my... Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Let me think about this. So here, 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 here. And then I protect. You take my pawn. I hit your queen. Queen can go here or here. Oh, I can get in a lot of squares. That's frustrating. There's no like... If they take with the knight, obviously this is great. If they take with the queen though, not so great. Not so great. This doesn't help me. They still take. What if I just protect it? You're gonna take probably with your bishop, I guess. Yeah, I think I have to just take the exchange for the pawns and then... hit this pawn. And my knight's also undefended. Ah, shiaz. What if I go here? You take, I do this, you take, I do this. Oh no, my queen's hanging in that square. Sucks. I'm kind of committed to this plan, aren't I? Well, I can do this, which is an in-between, is a stopping move as well. They can take with their bishop. It doesn't help me much. And my knight's hanging. My pawn's hanging. They can take with the knight, and this is double attacked. Oh man, what if I come back? They take, I check. So then... I wish my queen was on the other side. I can hit the queen on their side once. Probably it comes over here to hit my knight. I come up. And then I check them. No, I just don't have enough. I think I have to take the exchange. Which is not perfect. Alright. It's not perfect. And there's no in-between move here. That, oh, hang on, hang on. Nope. Because my... So right now I could maybe, but then that still doesn't quite work. They have to take the exchange here. Oh, they have to give me the exchange. So take. No in-between moves. I have to take. Yeah, they take with their queen. Still covering both my squares. My bishop's also hanging. I go here, you take here. It just doesn't work out very well for me. My knight's also hanging. So I have to play this. Oh my goodness, things are looking rough right now. Things are looking real rough right now. You're gonna take with your bishop? My knight's hanging. I'm really unsure what to do here. This bishop is just hanging on the wrong square. That's kind of the problem here. Take there, you're still getting on my back. Okay, hang on. I got a rough idea at least. I'm gonna try, and if it's the knight, the bishop hangs at least, and then I have a oh, I don't. Shit. If it's the knight, I get the bishop, you take my... Okay, and then I come back attacking it again. Oh wow, okay, the other way around. Okay. Yeah, my knight's also hanging, so I can't actually move it. Yeah, the situation is getting critical. Here, that's it. Oh, hang on. Here you take there, I get you there. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Here. Oh, hang on, but you, this is... Shit. Your queen's still... Oh, your knight's still on this. So here, you take that. Check. So I can take a perpetual. Oh, no. That's very unfortunate. Clearly we've made a mistake somewhere. They can get this going with two minor pieces on the side of the board. That's not good for us. Alright, I think I have to do this. If they come here, so they have to take, and then I get in with the check. What if I come back instead? I don't see it. Don't see it. Alright, so knight takes, and then we cry and take a perpetual. We can't get our bishop involved. Pity. Unless they like make a mistake like this. That could be good for us. Oh, they have this. Oh! Wait, what? Okay, I'm gonna if I check now and check there. Oh no, you've got this. Okay, so I'm gonna check here, and I'm gonna take your queen. What? Maybe they tried to move their queen in for the check. We have to run away. And then... Oh, then they had mate. They had mate. Here, we had to run back. And then queen here was mate. Oh, no. Alright. We can... No, that's the queen. Okay, we just gotta take it. Alright, our opponent bailed us out with a massive mouse slip right at the end. That is embarrassing stuff. Alright, but there's something to learn here for sure, so I guess that's good for us. Oh, wow. Yeah, Queen F2 was mate, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Alright, so I guess the best I had here was just to go there. And then, like, they could check, and I can, like, they can check back and forth. So I could go here to get this diagonal going. I could also cry about it. Yeah, this was probably the only move I had. Okay, well, 6 moves behind us. Sorry. Yeah. All right, let's see. Clearly we misplayed it. Our opponent just let us off the hook at the end. They just didn't want to win. At this point already, I felt a little bit like I have the plan. But H5, I don't know. I've never seen this before. I figured I don't have to do anything about it. What I could have done is I could have moved my queen over. They come, and then I go here, and then the pawn's hanging, so they have to move the knight. And then I can continue on this plan as well, because my queen's also defending. So that, in hindsight, knight to e2 was maybe not the best. Maybe queen over, pawn down, knight into the corner. Seems super stupid, though. Otherwise, just the... Actually, you know what? Maybe it's queen here. As a queen here. Oh, they're rematching me. They're trying to get a second chance because they were so much better, right? And then, because we're protecting, we can still move. The pawn's under fire, so they're going to move the knight to protect it. Or they're going to do something crazy like push up their g-pawn. We would definitely push into that, I think. Alright, I thought this was great. This seemed really good for us. F5 really spoils the party, hey? F5 really spoils the party, and I didn't really know what to do here. If I push this way, you take, I take, you take. Then I guess I could take with my queen at least. And I would have a check on this side as well. Actually, maybe this was okay. Maybe d5 was the better move. If they take, I can take back this way. It's similar to the game anyway. Or I can take back this way. Just undouble my pawns. e5, e5. There's a lot of like, I'm not sure in this situation. I'm basically f5 messes up the whole like look at my doubled rook situation, which makes me feel like I shouldn't have done it so quickly. f5, great move. All right, I did like this general structure. You've got this weakness. I'd love to play my queen over like here to cover, but I can't. And I can't attack this knight, so there's no like forcing. I can just do this, which seemed good at the time, but yeah, here, knight over. Yeah, it just doesn't work. This whole situation doesn't work. So basically, my knight isn't playing. That's actually the biggest problem. The knight on e2 can't do shit after I do this and then this. So maybe here, no, maybe here I'm supposed to try and break the corner here, even move my king over to jump the knight out a different way. Because, all of this, the queen's in the front, so maybe if I do, what did they do? They jumped their knight out, so if I go here, knight over, knight back, knight in, now my dark squared pawn is hanging as well. Hitting a rook as well. Oh, this is ugly. No, 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 this is no good. Maybe, not sure. This seemed like a good idea. I felt like I was doing pretty well after winning that pawn, but here, otherwise if I take and you take back with your rook, then I can protect the knight. You still jump in though. Getting your knight into e4 is a frustration to say the least. What if I... My knight, yeah, my bishop's overworked. I know I'm not actually supposed to defend this pawn, but I didn't see the attack, so that's why I ended up defending it. And that was clearly not the correct way to go though. I can defend this. This knight is still hanging. Yeah, I didn't like this because this pawn is hanging and that's also attacking. And they also have this. Oh no, they don't have this in this situation. But once they move the knight, I have to take because my bishop's hanging. So get the exchange. But our piece activity is just disastrous. We've got this terrible structure. Yeah, nice move there. I thought they would jump. I thought they would take here with the knight to do that, but I guess they didn't even want to hang the bishop. I hung the knight because I thought there was a thing, but actually I hung mate in 2. 1, 2. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oh man. Oh yeah, fast furious. Sorry. No, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. No worries about the spoiler. Yeah, I think they actually maybe they were playing on their phone. Um, and they just kind of like messed up which piece they want to put there because they were like, oh yeah, these two pieces are doing it, and then they moved the wrong one. Alright, let's jump into the analysis. Oh, actually, hang on, before we do that, I'll turn off Zen mode and I'll say GG, tough slip. I also don't have, whatchamacallit, takebacks enabled, so our opponent isn't able to say, listen, I made a mistake, please let me make my move again. 1 second, I gotta put this man to bed. Alright, little man is in bed. Oop. Let's see. First off, oh, they already ran the. Oh, Arich is here. Hey, Arich. Watching me get lucky, hey? Queen Pancake 100 actually crushed my attack. So let's see where I went wrong. This is definitely time to learn because I've been doing really well with this opening. So it's good for us to get this. Okay, yeah, a little tough game. Gotta learn somehow. Come watch on stream next time. Alright, so we're going to the Saemisch. This is all good. F3 is actually the move here. I play E3, but it looks like I've already got my move order backwards. E3, yeah, E3 is what all of us play, but F3... Oh, oh, Aurich, I didn't know. I must have forgotten it. I'm so sorry. Sure, thanks a lot, man. You know what? This is such a joke because even on stream recently, I've been saying, "Oh man, there's Oryx's game. I wonder how they're doing. I haven't heard from them forever." Oh wow, embarrassing. Sorry, man. All right, let's quickly look at what the knight C E4. Oh shimalsies, hey. Bishop E3, knight E2. Oh, because you can't block this just yet. So what would you do like this? I would probably then I guess bishop E3. B6, bishop D, E5, knight E. Oh! Oh, look, he's awake. If they take back and then they can't again. Okay, hang on. Yeah, you woke up again. I thought you were sleepy. But you weren't. You're with us. Okay, come. We're reviewing the game, and then I think we should try and give you some milk again. You've said you're not hungry, but I don't believe you. I do not believe that you do not want milk. We are going to do some of that. Actually, we can quickly just try this to see. Oh, okay, hang on. You're yawning. Let's just look at the game first. All right, so already E3 isn't losing or super incorrect, but it's just not quite right. Bishop B, now F3, knight C, knight E2, and then D6, and then straight E4 is apparently the master game. But yeah, most of us regular Joes castle. Oh, hang on. I've got this on. I need to take this off. All set. There we go. Okay, yeah, so there's more games. No, it's okay, Monkey. Yeah, you wanna try a little monkeys? There we go. Okay, someone's hungry. Hang on, I just need to put you in a way. Tough to feed a child with only one hand. Is that acceptable? How's your looks? Good. Alright, hope my wife isn't watching. Castle, and then E4. Alright, E4 is definitely the move to go. I didn't know which one to play first, so I played the other one. That was apparently incorrect. And now we are out of master games. Alright, let's go over to Lichess, and we will adjust this to our standard 2000 and over, rapid and classic only, but any time is okay. They do play, everyone plays E4 here. I guess if you can play for E4, you probably should. No one does what I did. Alright, let me just quickly look back at what everyone else does then. E4, let's say they go castle longs. Actually, this is what I was wondering if what was going to happen. No one in black side castle short. Knight A5, bishop G, H. Yes, I know this plan, but if I'll probably F2, and you protect the pawn from here. Okay. Alright, so it doesn't look like the opening book is going to be much help, but we were okay here, we were doing fine. They missed attacking our pawn directly, so we're slightly better, nothing wrong. Oh, okay, here we had to play the knight out. Knight F, C, D takes, rook over, and then knight there. What are we threatening? Yeah, look how we're opening up everything. Knight here. We're threatening to move our rook sideways. That's not a threat. I don't know why you played g6 in that case. That seems kind of weakening. Okay. And we're not even taking the rook. We're just kind of keeping the pressure. Wow. Okay, hang on. QK. You gotta take a break as well, man. You can't just keep drinking constantly. Alright. Clearly I didn't know. F5. Great move. Okay, and taking not best. Yeah, well, you gotta breathe, my man. Breathe. Okay, so here, this was the best one. What did I not like about it? She don't know. Rook AC, there's a game. Alright, yeah, I think we actually just played the incorrect plan from the start. Oh, you're still hungry? Yeah, sorry, my man. Here we go. Alright, Milkies. Look at Milkies, yeah. There we go. Okay. Closing off is point 2. Okay, now we're just worse. Oh, and we're even worse after this, which I've thought we were doing pretty okay here. Okay, oh, we're screwed. Oh, we're so crushed. Oh, here we could have actually... Oh, I didn't even see that. We could have kicked the queen a little bit. I don't know if it would have helped, but... Kick the queen, and then what? Okay, yeah, we should have kicked the queen, and then what? So they want to stay on, so they can go there or there. Not sure. What's the threat? Probably no threat, to be honest. Go. You can finish it, Joe. Oh, good. Oh man, okay. And what does the engine say? 50% accuracy by our opponent, and they crushed us. And an 82. Alright, but apparently they made a massive mistake at the end. This has made it. Oh no, never mind. It's just the last move. Okay, yeah, they were completely crushing. We completely misplayed it. Oh, gotta go back and go look at this again. I don't think I'm gonna find what I'm looking for now, just on the like little bit of analysis, and you'll maybe hear that my microphone's quality goes down when the engine goes on, so I think we're gonna call it. Lucky to get a win, it does happen. It's obviously not that we earned it in any way whatsoever, but yeah, that's unfortunate. All the best to our opponent. They were clearly playing a very nice game, but the person who blunders last is normally the one that loses, so unfortunate. Alright, so you're going to call it. Thank you very much for everyone who came past. Be safe, take care. Who was the person who came out at the start? Niranjan PS. Apologies that Zen mode was on. I will actually maybe consider taking it off. A lot of people keep asking what's your rating, so maybe Zen mode is no longer necessary, but I've always quite enjoyed it. But anyway, for now I think back to the music. See you guys next time.